There are thousands of people who owe their life to pieces of dead pig tissues. For the last 50 years, we have been replacing damaged human heart valves with pig valves. Transplantation of organs from one species to another is known as xenotransplantation. Since there is a shortage of human organs, figuring out how to get a steady supply of animal organs and tissue that we could use is something we might want to figure out. Transplantation from human to human is tricky enough, much more difficult than matching blood types. The new organ is often rejected by the recipient because of a protein called human leukocyte antigen (HLA). Some people spend years on the waiting list, others never get a match at all. But there are a few ways around the problem, and one of them is keep humans and move to pigs. Generally, we have a lot of common with a pig. Our immune system functions in similar way, and pig organs have roughly the same structure and proportion as human organs. However, it raises a lot of ethical questions, and that is what we're going to discuss.
So, in this application of the clinical xenotransplantation, many surgeons, scientists, and also experts has been examined the ways to make a successful xenotransplantation. For example, they use pigs, they use chimpanzee and baboons as their trials to make the xenotransplantation successful. So, there are many examples of this application of clinical xenotransplantation, including the skin xenotransplantation, blood xenotransplantation, liver, heart, kidney, corneal, and also eyelid xenotransplantation. So, in the heart xenotransplantation, the pig as the organ donor is genetically modified to transplant it into the human organ. And also after that, the patients need to take immunosuppressant drugs to prevent the body from rejecting the new organ.
Pigs have been the preferred animal for organ donation, particularly the heart, but also for kidneys and pancreatic islet cells. One of the main factors pigs have been chosen because the heart and other organs of pigs are equivalent in size to those of humans. The most serious problem regarding utilizing animals as the main source for xenotransplant is the immunological rejection, which occurs when the human immune system recognizes the foreign organ as a non-self. Then, the body begins to reject the organ almost immediately after it is transplanted, which is described as a hyperacute rejection. According to the recent studies, xenotransplantation is linked to the spread of the microorganisms from the pig, such as viruses, bacteria, fungus, and parasites. This infection and the pathological effects may be severe due to the potential immunosuppression from the patients. A long term of immunosuppression on the patients give a negative impact, such as the danger of zoonotic disease that would harm the long-term results.
This section points to ethics regarding xenotransplant. Animal welfare. We believe that animals, even sentient ones, do not have rights, but that they should nonetheless be protected by law and ethics. Animals protected for at least two different reasons. Firstly, due to the symbolic value of biological life to human beings. Secondly, biological life should be protected because every biological organism, even the smallest one, has some intrinsic capacity that struggles toward life. Safety of the procedure and the need for psychological evaluation. Xenotransplantation is associated with ethical dilemmas, namely the problem of the efficiency and safety of the medical procedure. There are at least two different safety issues. First, transmission of viral and prion animal disease to humans, directly from the organ to the human receptor. Second, the different, more acute and severe host versus implant reaction due to the immunology of the xenotransplantation. Express versus presumed consent. Regarding xenotransplantation, more stringent criteria are required. One of the benchmarks refers to the distinction between express consent and presumed consent. The fundamental issue is related to the manifestation of the will after one's own death. In the context of transplantation form, a death cadaver, it must be clearly determined what form of consent is being discussed.
The human recipient was a brain-dead man whose family gave permission for this crucial test of animal-to-human organ donation.